Hey guys, it is Javed Vapes Now channel, going to do a quick little video on what happened here in Texas. I live in Arlington, Texas, which is right in the middle of the Metroplex, between Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas. Most people know where Arlington is. It's where the famous Texas Ranger Stadium is. Six Flags Over Texas is there. And also the football stadium is here, the AT&T Stadium. So our power went out in sub-freezing temperatures and snow and ice storm. Our power was intentionally turned off by Encore Electric provider. It was intentionally, not due to grid failure, not due to anything like that. Just simply they turned off the power. They turned off people's power at 3 a.m. Saturday night or Sunday morning, if you will. So Sunday morning, 3 a.m., the power went down and it stayed off all the way until 1 p.m. on Wednesday. So it went back up an hour ago. They did not give any projected time when it was going to come back on. You kept getting unknown. You couldn't get a hold of anyone live to talk to. It was all recordings and all. We're not taking calls right now because we're being bombarded with phone calls. So we're not taking your call. Your power's out right now. We know it's out, and road crews are assessing the situation, and right now we have no idea when it's going to come back on. And that's the mental state they left us in. We were freezing half to death. I was under 5 blankets, trying to stay warm, having to go out to the car, turn the car on, and take the phones out there and charge them up so that we would get our cell phones to charge up to about 50-60%, and then come back in the house and get back underneath the blankets. Obviously, you can't stay out in your car for the entire time, or you can fall asleep and end up dying from carbon monoxide poisoning. So we weren't planning to do that, and yet in the house it was so cold that you couldn't breathe because of the coldness. It was just tearing your lungs apart to breathe it. So just a horrible situation that we went through. It is now over. I hope that everyone else, I hope that all people have got their electricity back on. Right now I'm showing on the Encore website there's still over 500,000 people without electricity right now. There was up to 3 million people without electricity at one point. I was in that 1 million people. It got down to 1.5 million people, and then the other 500,000 got electricity back on last night, and then today they turned ours back on. So I know that we were without electricity for right at 90 hours. So we had 90 hours of no electricity whatsoever. No coming on, no rotations like they said. The rotations are a lie. They didn't rotate people. That's not true. They literally left people without electricity for 90 hours at a time. They did us anyway. And from everything I'm reading on social media, they did that to most people. So this lie that they're putting out there that they were rotating, that's not true. That's a complete lie. And that's the video that I want to go out, is that they did not rotate. They left us in sub-freezing temperature in the middle of a snowstorm, ice storm situation. And the coldest part of the night, they turned off the electricity and left it that way for 90 hours. There are so many damages that occurred. Pipes busted, apartment complexes burnt to the ground because people were trying to heat themselves. There's so many things that happen, and there's going to be such a loss of life from this. God only knows how many people died during this situation. Somebody needs to be held accountable. So Javed Vapes Now saying peace out.